Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The King and Queen switched to taking a tram after being criticised for using private jets. The royals had taken a private jet from the UK to France earlier in the week. The King might need a proverbial pat on the back, but not an actual one, as royal watchers suggest the King may have been putting on his best diplomatic front, while Emmanuel Macron was touching the King several times during the visit. A source close to His Majesty told Richard Eden at the Daily Mail, His Majesty absolutely hates being touched. The Spectator wondered why the French seem obsessed with the British monarchy. They gave us a quick tune-up about history. The French attitude is awash with paradox and ambiguity. The first of these is that after more than a millennium of monarchy, the French executed their sovereign, Louis XVI, in 1793 during the French Revolution. Just like England, France also restored her monarchy. In 1814, the Bourbons returned and France would continue to live under royal tutelage until 1870, excluding a 4-year interlude from 1848. Even when the Republic was proclaimed anew after the humiliating defeat and capture of Emperor Napoleon III by the Prussians in 1870, the regime was not popular. Even under what became the early Third Republic, pro-monarchist parties continued to be elected but for their divisions might have gained power in 1877. To this day, descendants of the three branches of the French monarchy, the Bourbons, the Orleanists, and the Bonapartists, occasionally surface in the many French royal watching weeklies. Royal commentator Daniela Elsa often has a lot to say about Meghan Markle and recently wrote in her column for news.com.au. The hugely successful Invictus Games have wrapped in Germany, and with the national banners being tidied away and competitors on their way home, the biggest takeaway I have is, golly, that was weird. Not the incredible scenes of bravery and of the human spirit overcoming visible and invisible trauma, but the highly unusual, behaviour of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. What the hell has happened to her? In a horrible turn-up for the books, in the 4 days she was in Europe, Meghan became the very thing she seemed to fight so hard during her palace tenure, an ornamental, mute adjunct to a prince. PR expert Edward Coram Janes thinks that maybe Meghan and Harry leading separate professional lives is going to do nothing but feed the rumour mill. He told the Mirror, the professional brand that as the husband and wife team, the Sussexes has become somewhat professionally toxic in the past year. Each of them getting a bit of distance from that brand could help reduce their association with it and enable them to forge more reputationally stable careers as individuals while giving the Sussex brand time to reset, to be revisited at a later date. But taking that professional space from one another, which does not mean that they are also taking personal space from one another, was always bound to send the rumour mill into hyperdrive, and it has. If the idea is to put those rumours to bed, then the Duchess not attending the Invictus opening was another mistake in a long line of PR mistakes made by Meghan. Meghan may also have made a fashion mistake. Personal stylist Melissa Lund told The Express, nice effort, but the execution is all wrong. Oversize doesn't flatter Meghan because it swamps her frame. The look would have been better with neutral-coloured shoes and bag rather than all white, which makes everything look a bit space-age. I love this outfit by Dior, but not on Meghan. The collar of the coat eats into her neck length. She has a short neck, which often goes with a short torso. The belt is on her natural waist, which draws attention to her short torso, and the coat overall looks like it needs to fit closer to the body. Perhaps the issue here is the way the material drapes. As it is, the outfit makes her look shorter and heavier. The real question is, who let her commission this? Palace Intrigue will be right back. Meghan may not be the only one making mistakes. According to royal author Christopher Anderson, Kate and William hiring a CEO could pose more problems for the royal family than it solves. He told Fox News, I'm sure William and Kate think they are helping Charles streamline the monarchy by creating this new post of CEO, but of course all they are doing is adding another layer of bureaucracy. It's bad enough that the private secretaries and deputy private secretaries for all the royal households, the men in grey, Princess Diana called them, spend so much time jockeying for position and trying to get the upper hand. This is a recipe for even more backstabbing and intrigue. I think William and Kate should stick to the basics, just do what they've done in the past, only more so. They already have the key to success. They know what they're doing. As the saying goes, don't fix it if it ain't broke. According to the online job ad, the new CEO will be responsible for the development and implementation of TRH's long-term strategy and continuing to strengthen a professional and collaborative household culture. When Kate visited the Navy Air Base this week, apparently some of the men displayed what body language expert Darren Stanton called flirtatious signals, but Kate shut that down. Stanton said, Kate tried on the life jacket and she looked like she was really enjoying herself. She was showing lots of genuine laughter and they seemed to be loving spending time with her. Some of the guys gave a few flirtatious signals here and there. Kate didn't respond. She was polite and friendly but respectful of William. We saw her really letting go. She looked relaxed as her shoulders were down and had lots of natural interaction with the staff. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or your favorite app of choice, and head on over to YouTube or youtube.com. Do a search for Palace Intrigue there and hit that subscribe button. It would really help us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.